Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You just have seen the quote of the Promised Messiah Sallallahu, and we're back to the studio for the 37th West Coast Jalsa Salana, and I am joined by two distinguished guests for this particular panel discussion about the Waqf-e-Nau department. I have Mahmood Ahmad Sahib, Assalamu alaikum. And we also have Shakeel Ahmad Sahib, Assalamu alaikum. Shakeel Ahmad Sahib was with us last year as well for this particular panel. Thank you for coming in, and I heard from Shakeel Ahmad, who was telling me that you have a booth this year for the Jalsa. How are you approaching this so far, Shakeel Sahib?
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. We've managed to pull off the booth, alhamdulillah, this year again. We do have a booth on the men's side and on the ladies' side. And then we do have a program as well later today at 2 o'clock. Inshallah, we're hoping that the Amir Sahib will, inshallah, join us for this program as well.
Okay, do you know a little bit more about this program? Is there going to be a theme or something that our viewer will know?
Our team is connected to Khilafat, okay. And we have received multiple questions from various Waqf-e-Nau and Waqf-e-Nau, and those have been prepared for the Murbiyan to answer today.
Okay, Jazakallah. So that will be at,
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
today in the men's prayer hall and the girls' prayer hall.
Jazakumullah. So that's an invitation that has been sent out to everybody that is present here in Chino, California. But let's go back to Mahmood Sahib and talk about a little bit the new project of the department for this year, because every time that we do another Jalsa, there is quite a lot of work that happened during the course of the year. So could you walk us through a little bit the new project that you started during the course of the year?
Jazakallah for inviting us in the studio. Thank you. Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Almighty Allah and with the prayers and blessings of Hazur Ayyadullah Ta'ala bin Nasr al-Aziz and his guidance, Waqf-e-Nau department initiated a number of projects last year. And highlight of that is the Qadian visit, which if there is an opportunity, we can talk in more detail.
Talk about it. Yep.
But there are others. We had 4 webinars last year, which Hazur picked the topics himself, which we initiated that. Similarly, online classes were kind of strengthened. They were moved to the Google format platform, where the parents can see the syllabus and they can see the progress of the students, how they are doing. They can see the lesson plans, all those things. Jamia Ahmadiyya is also one of the key feature of the trips. And this year, unfortunately, our students could not go to Jamia Ahmadiyya Canada, but with the assistance of the department and the Hazur's guidance, 5 students joined Jamia Ahmadiyya Ghana this year. Then there is a flyer distribution program, which Waqf-e-Nau department is coordinating with the MK and Tabligh department, and quarterly they join with them with their fathers to distribute the flyers. Similarly, there are other projects: Wasiyat Drive, Book of the Year, Fax Portal, annual events, number of them. So there's so many, I think the time doesn't allow, I can go in more in detail.
Yeah, okay, so there's quite a few features that the department has, and it's good to have you here, because in enumerating those makes us realize that there is quite a bit of things that Waqf-e-Nau can connect with you. And is there maybe a website where that we can reference for them, Shakeel Sahib?
Yes, so first of all, the first of the features we have is sending a letter to Hazur. We have established a fax portal on waqf-e-nau.us, and on the top right corner there's a portal that Waqf-e-Nau can click and send a letter to Hazur. Second of all, is we have established Waqf-e-Arzi. It's the website that points to Waqf-e-Arzi is please correct me,
Waqf-e-Nau.us
is the URL that will point to the Waqf-e-Arzi, and Waqf-e-Nau can go and register for any Waqf-e-Arzi. Like we have admin category. We have IAAE is also giving us a Waqf-e-Arzi.
And for Waqf-e-Arzi, it's a little bit everywhere around the world, or is it you choose specific project? How you do that?
There's a little bit around the world, and I believe I've seen one project also allocated in Islamabad as well. So Waqf-e-Nau has also opportunity to go there.
Okay, mashallah. So Islamabad is right there where Hazur is, so it should be a great incentive for people to eventually go on the website and register for Waqf-e-Arzi. Jazakumullah for this. So Mahmood Sahib, you mentioned vigorously this program of just the Qadian trip that you have. Can you tell us a little bit more about it, because it's fundamental for this department?
Jazakallah for asking this question. So this was the first time the Waqf-e-Nau department organized with the guidance, with the prayers of our beloved Hazur, Ayyadullah ibn Israel Aziz. The trip was organized few months back, actually during the summertime. Portal was opened up, and 100 registrants, they registered for this one.
Okay.
And they were allowed, including the Waqf-e-Nau boys and the fathers and some national team members. But the problem came up with the visa, and with the prayers of Hazur Ayyadullah ibn Israel Aziz and some guidance from our Jamaat in India, we were able to get the visas, although very close to the departure dates. But it did happen. Our trip was from 21st of November through 1st of December. So those 10-11 days, we went to Qadian. We went to India, first of all, Delhi, and then from there to Ludhiana, Hoshiarpur, and Qadian. A memorable trip. I mean, the feedback which we received from the Waqf-e-Nau and the fathers and the other team members, they want to go back. So this was kind of rejuvenating their spiritual link, and there is spiritual. They have seen the roots of Ahmadiyyat, where the promised Messiah ﷺ walked, prayed, all those places. And since we were not during the Jalsa time, we have plenty of time, and I can go more in detail. But
yes, please. I mean, you mentioned the fact that you were not during Jalsa time. I guess it's because during Jalsa time there is quite a lot of guests that comes, and Baitul Dua and all these places where you want to spend time are being occupied by the numbers of people that are upcoming. So, but you mentioned end of November, right at the beginning of December. Were they guests that were starting coming in for the Jalsa Qadian, or do you get a very sweet spot where?
We got the very sweet spot actually. At that time the weather was nice. No guests for the Jalsa yet. So, and the treatment and the hospitality shown by Delhi Jamaat as well as the Qadian was tremendous. May Allah bless them. We were treated VIPs, and we stayed at Sarai Wasim, which was very close, 5 minutes from Darul Masih. And again, this was my personal experience also. In the room where I was staying, there were 2 Waqf-e-Nau staying with me.
Oh, okay.
Those in one sense, were very special, because their mother is not from Pakistan or India, is from Eastern European countries. But it's unimaginable to see that without any, I did not wake them up for tahajjud at 3 o'clock. When the Baitul Dua will open, they will set up the alarm and they will go themselves, both brothers. So this was it was kind of a heartwarming for me, rejuvenating for me.
So, and I guess for all these Waqf-e-Nau as well, as you brilliantly mentioned, for these persons who went there, and you get a positive feedback. So is this something that we're going to see again in the future?
That's inshallah, we will try that again, although it was a lot of difficulties this time. We started from various cities in the USA, as you know, the big country, and we were supposed to be there in 5 to 6 hour window, but obviously that did not happen. One of our group, which was delayed, actually there were 36 hours on the flight, and one group was in the plane, was not allowed to deboard for 7 hours. But with all these difficulties, at the end, everyone reached there, we enjoyed it, and we are planning, inshallah, with the approval of Hazur Ayyadullah ibn Israel Aziz, next year as well. So those who did not go, they should try that.
Jazakallah. Shakeel bhai, just one quick thought about this past day for Jalsa and how you're apprehending it.
Alhamdulillah, it's going very well. I've seen many improvements from last year, so I can see the Red Book meetings are making a big impact.
Jazakumullah, Shakeel sahab, Jazakumullah Mahmood sahab for your time and your presence here and talking about the Department of Waqf-e-Nau. Jazakumullah.